So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run with Bettis. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll try and run for it. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they'll look to pay it off on 1st down. A run right side, it's Bettis. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Up the middle they run with Bettis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now playing up with 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. A handoff to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the 3rd quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline. They drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nick.
Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Steve Atwater with a pick.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now we give up the middle to Bettis. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Now Bettis. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 110 yards now for the Boss, so he's got a 1st down as well.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer Bettis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, It's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bruce Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And the attempt at three will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the fourth. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Yep. Hey, 3. 2 stop it.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Donald Pearl, 41 yards. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him through. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and he will bring it.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Play a move. Then at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the prove.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
We go!
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Joe Mixon. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Hey. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Crabtree has it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to third and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Lawrence. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
On the 6.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately get...
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. 30, 10, 5, touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 94 yards. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. That's going to be caught by Moss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's on Pat Elflein, the guard.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
His pass caught at the 4. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This one is down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And he's going to go down again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And a short gain down to about the 33. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Javon Holland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Lawrence will throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, it's difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
4th down, here's Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Joe Mixon
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10.
Running left, it's Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Again, it's Mixon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when
somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes your classes get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
It's caught by Crabtree. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Hey, 26. 50, you got us, right? 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Reed. Touchdown, Kansas City. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moss. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's got room. Touchdown, Detroit. Joe Mixon, 40 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the official.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run here. It's Murray. Call it no gain on the play as it takes us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Rodgers going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 626. Come on. Hey, 626.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That goes out wide to Murray. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Rodgers again now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Johnny Hacker now. Back deep, CeeDee Lamb. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That ball is caught. It's Andre Reed. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Murray. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Rodgers to throw once more. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And again, it's Rodgers. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DeMarco Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Back to Mixon on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Stephon Gilmore, he was the one defensively there who really blew that play up before it got started.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A toss left, Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Donald Parham, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On first down, Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
That was second down run for Murray. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, pick 26.
Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Mixon on second down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a foot.